Good morning and welcome everybody to 1 Million Cups every single Wednesday morning. We are thrilled to have you join us today. Next slide. So we are a part of the Kauffman Foundation. If that is new to you, the Kauffman Foundation is actually very invested in entrepreneurship and educating entrepreneurs to help them succeed across the country. So we're thrilled to be a part of the Kauffman Foundation. It is a nonprofit. Because it's a nonprofit, obviously mission driven. And again, although it is national, there's over 100 chapters across the country. 1 Million Cups Fairfax is one of those. We are all about presentations, not pitches. We are interested in hearing a business's story and then dive in and figure out how we can help. We are about authentic connections. So sometimes networking can feel like hand out a business card and you never hear from someone again. We are not about that. We are about connecting with our community. We are built for the community and run by a community of entrepreneurs and business owners. We are radically and intentionally inclusive. So we're nice folks. Invite people to join us on Wednesday morning. For our new folks, we have a couple of new faces and names. If you would raise your hand digitally, or you can wave and I will give you a shout out. I'd love for you to tell us three things: your name, your business name, and how you heard about us. Aaron, do you mind if I ask you to introduce yourself? Welcome.
Hi, good morning. My name's Aaron Rosenberg. I just started my own business a few months ago. It's called Thrive Community Consulting. And I think I heard about 1 Million Cups at Loudoun Chamber of Commerce Breakfast Connection event. And so this is my first time participating.
Fantastic. So excited to have you. Congratulations on launching your business. We
Thank
are
you.
here to support you. Shara, do you mind unmuting and introducing yourself?
Sure. I'm Shara Resch. I'm this founder and CEO of SDR Creative Solutions. And I heard of you guys it was actually through ChatGPT. I actually
Oh,
have an automated opportunity in the neighborhood, if you will. And 1 Million Cups popped up as an opportunity to connect and network.
fantastic. We love it when we show up in AI. I'm sure that won't be a bad thing. Good validation, so thank you for that. As a reminder for folks, please introduce yourself in chat. Add your name, email, phone number, about your business, whatever would be helpful for you. I see a familiar face, but it's been a hot minute since she's been here. Danielle, would you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Danielle Craddock, and my business is Danielle B. Craddock, LLC. And as a former nonprofit leader, I desire to help other nonprofits, especially creative nonprofits, to just grow their business and serve their community. And also, I'm an author, and I go speak to teens about ways that they can follow their dreams and design their career paths.
And so, how did you hear about us to come this morning?
I've been still following on LinkedIn and
Yay.
was ready to get re-engaged in networking and seeing what everybody else is doing in the community.
Fantastic. Glad you're here. Danielle's presented ages ago, and we're thrilled that you are back. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Anybody else who is new? I think we've talked. Oh, Ted. Ted, do you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I am I guess a 15-year veteran of kitchen and bath here in Northern Virginia. And I was working with my Virginia SBSD advisor. Her name is Chris for our area. And she told me about 1 Million Cups. And I kind of, found you guys, found your website, saw what you were about, and got really excited about what you guys are doing. And maybe one day I'll join you guys in person.
We love that. Thank you. We're super thrilled you're here. Thanks for joining us. And again, do introduce yourself in chat. We do save the chat, share the chat. You can also save the chat. So please put your name, company name, how we can help you in chat, and we will make sure we follow up.
And one more, Nagendra.
Nagendra is our presenter today, so I think we're good. We'll hear from
I'm
him
sorry.
shortly. No, that's okay. Thrilled to have everybody here. So, next slide. One of the things we do is track attendance. We do that so we can report back to the Kaufman Foundation on, hey, are we doing what we said we're going to do as volunteers? So I'm going to take my phone out. If you wouldn't mind, scan the QR code and just check in. When you join us in person, the first Wednesday of each month, you do get swag as someone who has attended 3 times or more. So please check in and join us. That allows us to make sure we're living up to our mission and tracking our data. Cannot manage what you do not measure. You'll see this black and white QR code on the next couple of slides. So if you missed it on this one, don't worry, you'll see it on the next slide. As I said, this is for the community, run by the community. We are entrepreneurs and we are volunteers. If you wanted to pay us, we can't accept it because it's not allowed. We're a nonprofit. So we're here because we love entrepreneurship. We love helping business owners. It can be a lonely journey. And so part of the reason we're here is to help facilitate making it easier for future entrepreneurs. Thanks to the Central Fairfax Chamber of Commerce. They are one of our big marketing partners. Jennifer Rose runs that. If you're ever interested in learning more about a chamber, that's a great one to start with. So we do have location sponsors and we have coffee sponsors. The Mason Enterprise Center is our location sponsor. Should you join us next Wednesday, it's a hybrid meeting, so it's in person and online. We will be meeting at their location in their training room. Eddie Hill, as the director for Mason Enterprise Center, is an incubator with over 100 businesses that participate. They are almost at 95% capacity. So if you're looking for office space or mentors or ways to fast track your business through partnerships with ICAP or iCore or Apex, and if you don't know what those are, maybe talk to Eddie next week. You'll see the website there as well. Do visit and check it out. We will, I think, be doing a joint networking event with them at the end of August. Stay tuned for more about that. And with that, I'm actually going to ask John Rutenberg if you want to speak to what are our organizers up to this week and particularly today.
So the 2 women you see are Amy and Maria, both organizers. They chose to attend the national conference as organized, Kaufman Fast Track plus 1 Million Cups Summit. It's fantastic. They'll come back with fantastic ideas. The rumor among the organizers is they're using AI and they're really playing around and messing around their entire time there. And they're coming back with whatever AI says that the conference said. But in reality, we've sent 2 of our organizers, great individuals, to learn as much as possible about 1 Million Cups and ideas from other cities and communities around the country, as there are 120 plus communities. And brainstorming is what it's all about, and we're excited to have them represent the #1 Million Cups community in America, Fairfax. Back to you, Jen.
Thank you so much. One thing I will say, I put a link in chat to 1 Million Cups National. You can look at all of the different communities. So if you are interested in launching a business either here in the DMV, maybe you want to have something on the West Coast or Florida or South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, there's a chapter there. A lot of them are hybrid, a lot of them also be in person. But if you're thinking about expanding or you want to get different input from different markets, we can be a great way to help facilitate that. Next slide. How our meetings work for folks who are new. We take 8 to 10 minutes for a presentation from a business owner every week. Then we spend the next 30 minutes or so asking questions, giving feedback. A great way to start this off might be once you hear the presentation. If you have some questions, ask first, right? Ask clarifying questions and then give ideas. So we'll hear the presentation. We'll do Q&A. John Foster will moderate. You can also put your ideas in chat. Just make sure you're on mute so we give folks a chance to have a nice, clear dialogue and conversation. With that, since we're right at 9:10, so that means our presentation will end before 9:20. I'm going to ask Nagendra to introduce himself and talk about Blinds Elite. Welcome, Nagendra. We're happy to have you here.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for the opportunity given to us to share about our window blinds company. I'm the co-owner or worker bee here. She's the boss.
Big black bear.
We started Blind Silly this for March. Um, Pretty much it's a window blind shades, shutters business. So that's it with the slide. Yeah. So what is it where I'm seeking help here? Well, I shouldn't really asking clients from you, but like I need a guidance from you, like what makes client choose us. Okay, I share what I'm doing right now, but you can correct us or guide us, what makes us different or should be approaching, to get clients to listen to us. Okay, as I said, like we started company this year in March first week, and it's kind of soft launch. We did all the website, we did all the marketing material, okay, and reaching the different people or businesses for the blinds. And we primarily operate from Haymarket, Virginia, but I'm trying to cater clients around Fairfax, Chantilly, Hendon, Warrington if possible, because it's go and check the measurements, right? It's not like physically I'm doing anything. So that's it. Yeah. Next slide, please. So what the biggest problem I'm trying to solve? So basically, if you go to house, generally, people, let me rephrase it. Um, every person is unique, where I say it is. Every house, you kind of choose what you want to. You want to feel like, how this curtain is supposed to be, a window is supposed to be. Instead of just, it's not like we're going to the Costco, get your shirt like that. You want to unique experience for your home. So when you go big box store, they have pre-cut, materials or fabric on blind, they can give it to you. They don't understand really what you need. I'm trying to cater here, understand what the client need. So basically give the individual solution based on the current requirement. Okay, it's a custom installation, custom measurement, professional measurement. Okay, yeah. So in terms of revenue, we generally cater the clients like who need blinds, upgrades. There are clients. Those are selling product to the end clients. Okay, so pretty much that's our primary source of revenue, and we are trying to target 40% of gross margin per job. And we do free measurements, and certain situations we can do free installation. Depends on the if the whole house or the certain part. And we provide everything option, like everything is the motorization option. That's where our selling point is. Especially adult community like 65, 60 plus, where they cannot go and physically operate. There's a big chunk of opportunities there where we can provide a motorization. Next slide, please. Okay. What do we offer? As I said, like, free in-home inspection, consultation. Well, I need to emphasize on consultation because going to take the measurement is one thing and consultation is different thing. You need to really understand like this kind of, for example, if east facing window, what kind of, shade can protect you from the heat. Okay, what material should be used exactly? How does it fit in your, or painting, or how it changes the temperature, or like power bills, all those things. Okay, do you need like you have kids out there? They need like darkening windows. So based on the client needs, I'm gonna propose a solution that answering it. Okay, so ideal client is pretty much homeowners or new homeowners, I would say, like, or anybody who wants to go upgrade their home, and other people like we are trying to get into commercial side as well. So commercial buildings where they need blinds or government projects, we're trying to get that side as well. What unique value I can provide? So right now, what I notice is like people take at least a week to kind of come to your house to do, give the measurements or provide consultation. Want to reduce the time. Also, the timeline to install right now is 3 to 4 weeks. I'm at an early stage in my business, but I will try. I want to cut down 2 weeks if possible. Okay. So whatever I got to do, but like I want to cut down the turnaround time so that people can, you know, have the blinds installed, see the feel. What differentiates me, we're not trained to end product. I said, like, want to really understand, provide the unique experience to them. Okay, yeah, next slide, please. The target audience is like homeowners, renovations, and in and around here market or around this area. What companies, organizations benefit from preparing? Pretty much home builders. For example, I'm connecting with home builders. For example, model homes I visited. Okay, so most of the companies, I would say, they don't have, provide blinds. When you sell the house, you provide empty house. They sell the empty house. So they need somebody who reliable. Okay, the product is where it's supposed to be high quality products. Depends on, for example, no house is less than 200 at the end. This area was $500,000 to $1 million, way beyond that. So they want something product. They don't want to change every 5 6 years, right? They want longer range products. So that I can provide. And the realtors, when the realtors sell a house, generally they give you closing package. So I'm working with them to give like voucher where if they some kind of discount voucher, if they choose us, they get some discount. So in realtor benefits, I get benefit. And general contact intelligence, I'm working with both of them. And what marketing channels I'm using right now? I'm using Facebook and I created flyers and WhatsApp groups. So I'm distributing myself flyers and as well as postcards, all those things. Okay. The competition part comes to like there are a few companies in my area where they kind of same dealers. They are like the same end product they are offering like me, but they're kind of more a franchise model versus independently family owned. That's plus and minus because they have got all the training from the company, but again, there are some restrictions to follow. Whereas myself, my capital is lesser. I learned the product myself, and we kind of own it end to end. Okay, so the other point, how does a company compare? Like we are trying to get SWAM MBA certification and the process right now. That gives us a little bit edge on commercial side, or yeah, I mean on commercial side actually, not on the research side. Okay, and the other city competition AB are pretty much same. The third point, competition is a big box. Okay, so being in a consultant past 20 years in IT, I know what really I think I can understand what client needs. I need to cater their requirement than trying to sell my product. So if I'm able to really understand, provide the experience they're looking for, that's where my edge should be. I'll be, I guess. Well, as a liberal administrator, like a SWAM MBA certification should put me in a government industrial sector to get that sort of business because at least my competitors who are there right now, they're not doing it, or at least for now. And the other which major advantage I personally feel is like bilingual. I can speak Asian languages, so demographically I can cater more audience. So that's kind of niche. I believe we should try. I mean, I don't know at this point, but I will try that direction. Next slide, please. I think this can be repeated. Like, yeah, again, as I said, like big guidance on how to preach or how to present myself more clearly, get like first 3 to 5 clients.
All right. Nagendra, great. Well, thank you very much.
Good job.
Very good job. So now we're ready to go ahead and kick off Q&A, ideas, questions. And so with that, I'm going to stop sharing here. There we go. All right. So questions for Nagendra. We've got John Rutenberg. John, you want to kick us off?
Thank you, Nagendra, for presenting and for being with us today. So help me understand a little bit more about the 3 to 5 clients you want to obtain initially. Or because I saw a certain reference to industrial, and yet when I initially saw the business you were in, I thought residential. And so maybe if you'd be so kind, define in a couple of sentences who that 3 to 5 clients are.
Residential customers, typically new home builders. So new, I mean, new, like, new homeowners moving in. Those are target clients for me. Like I'm already sending the flash to them, through postage, and I'm dropping by or knocking the doors. So that's when I do consultation, the chances of closing them are 60 to 70% than sending the flyer to them. Okay,
So it's a residential consumer,
that's
homeowner
correct.
who and is there a geographic area to where you're sending or handing out flyers? Where are you located?
I located in Haymarket, Virginia, but like I'm sending flyers to Loudoun, Prince William, and Fairfax counties. So these are like probably like an hour drive for me. So,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Thank you.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, I filtered out like new homeowners at least for this month, at least 60 to 70 new people moving in all these 3 counties, maybe more than that. So I'm sending out flyers to them. And weekends, I'm driving around for new homeowners, and if they need, I'm gonna knock their door and sell and try to pitch in business. So as long as there's no solicitation, I go out there and knock.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Jen.
Sure. Thanks, Nagendra. And boss. Nagendra, you'll have to introduce your co-founder of the boss in a little bit. 2 thoughts. One would be if you're looking for builders as a customer segment, I would recommend going to the NVBIA regional events, which is the Northern Virginia
Association, yeah.
business, yeah, thank you, builder, whatever association. I would look at going there. I'll put the link in chat. I think sorry, I'm putting 2 links in chat. One is to a magazine. There are several print magazines across Northern Virginia where they'll do feature pieces. And so for the residential piece, I might consider writing about how blinds can save costs on energy. I think with energy costs rising and electricity bills rising, that might be an interesting perspective than just talking about design alone. So how does it save money? Those are two things to think about for different segments.
Blogging about videos, I mean, that's we are doing it right now. Like, for example, honeycomb, like how it should decrease your current bill by 60 to 70%, and how it kind of decrease your ultraviolet rays, protect your family. That's one thing.
Correct.
Trying to create videos and blogs and metals, all those things. I'm in the process right now.
Perfect. I think that's
Right.
a great way to talk about adding value, just not the functional piece of get blinds so people don't see you. Or energy is really about saving money. So I think that's great. I'm glad you're heading in that direction.
Awesome. All right. Next, Melinda.
Couple of things. That was an excellent presentation. Really enjoyed it. You answered a bunch of my questions that I had, but a couple of focuses, and I'm glad Jen brought up the energy because I think that's the hot button that you can really get a lot of attention with. I'm a relatively new home buyer, and we've had lots of windows that leak. So I don't know if you would find me if you were looking for new home buyers because it's kind of a category of its own. I'm in a row home. HOAs are really good. A lot of people buy townhomes or row homes and they've got communities. And that might be a way that you could go into those communities and give a talk. They usually have monthly meetings and you could talk about the efficiency of really knowing if your windows are leaking, that you can analyze that and really help with that. Because I know we've got issues with we've replaced the doors. We haven't replaced the windows yet. It's just a real good focus. I'm going to go on and come back next time and let the next person have their turn.
Awesome. Thank you, Melinda. Christine, welcome.
Hi, thanks very much. I'm just gonna also checkbox what Jen and Melinda both said. It really resonated with me when you started talking about the energy efficiency. So not just the functionality, but also how you can save on utility costs. And I think the combination, the one thing I would add is the combination of beautiful and smart, I think is a really good one. So making sure that you maintain both of those will just make people feel good about them choosing you. I also am curious about what more you're doing to reach out to the realtor market. And, because I do think that that could be a latent opportunity there are a lot of realtors who are looking to add value to their own potential client base. And is there some partnership like education forums or something, or lunches or coffees or something where you both might be able to come together to educate people and perhaps get more leads that way?
As Christian, I mean, we kind of partnering with the local neighbors. There are a few realtors in my cycle. I'm partnering with them, like, when they'll sell the house, the closing package, we get the voucher. So the client benefits with some discount if they buy from us. That's one thing. And definitely, I'm trying to connect with the realtors or brokerage companies so that I can go volume wise. And different luncheons is one kind of thing where I need network, not only realtor, but a design consultant. Today I have one meeting with a design consultants, like, close by. So we need to work along with those people. So,
Okay. All right. Stephen.
Another thing in your sales is carpets and upholstery really get damaged badly by the sun. And when you have blinds, you can pull them down on a sunny day, and it's a way to save on having to replace your carpets and upholstery. That's just, another way to market it.
that's correct.
Not how
We have our 5 grand or 6 grand sofa got spoiled with the sun directly filling it. So that's valid point, yes. Yeah, I mean,
Excellent.
yeah, along with that, I mean, motorization is one segment. Like, as we progress in life, we may not be able to, if it's a bigger house, go back every window, kind of pull that, blind ourselves, or, close and open. So motorization is where you can automate it, or you can use a button way to open and shut like that. That's, I believe, is a big segment I need to focus on.
Excellent. Thank you, Nagendra. I'm going to jump in real quick. Around that, I can give you an example. I've got hardwood floors that are damaged by the sun. So that goes back to the carpet and that issue. The other thing, I would think about, is the window replacement people. I mean, after so many years, you get, I get constant advertisements to, it's been 30 years, you need to replace your windows. So those companies are doing a lot of advertising, being able to partner potentially with window replacement companies, because you're going to replace the windows and you got to cover them again. So anyway, that's just a thought for you there.
That's good for my neighbor. Yeah, he do window replacement. So I give some business cards, and he shared his business cards with me. So kind of
Great.
helping.
Excellent. Let me jump over to Danielle. Danielle, go ahead.
Sure. I had a question about have you had a first client, maybe a pro bono client first that you've done work for, so you can, I guess, get a testimonial and pictures. So as you're going out marketing, you could show some of the examples like the energy saving. And so did you do any of that so far?
Yeah, we have one first client here in market. Yeah, and we took the videos and the pictures. We're gonna update in our website shortly. So yeah, I mean, that's what, like, before and after pictures and videos, as well as explain like why we particularly choose that kind of material for that window. And for example, we kind of give the honeycomb one upstairs, and we can show why we need to honeycomb double layer or single layer, how it produces, I mean, reduces the heat coming outside, and winter, how it kind of stops the heat going outside. And the main floor, how it kind of, why we put like sheet material, like light, dark, and all those things, features, we kind of taking a video on that.
Okay.
Right. Let's jump over to Jen. Back to you, Jen.
Sure. Two quick thoughts, Nagendra. In the past, when I've been in a BNI group, the person selling blinds actually got a lot of referrals from flooring people in the space, from interior designers who are members, from realtors, from builders. So I might look, there's a pretty decent sized BNI in Loudon. I'll put a link to their page. I might just go visit and see if it's something to consider. It is a time commitment, but it is also can be a very helpful marketing channel. So just something to think through. And second, interior designers. I would think about if there's an interior design business or interior designers who you could collaborate with. Maybe you do a joint video interview and you discuss design and energy savings, like a marketing collaboration. Maybe that could lead to you becoming a preferred partner. But I think interior designers could be a great person to collaborate with. Oftentimes they do have their own dedicated provider, but if you could find someone who maybe is newer in interior design, or maybe they just want another option, they could be great collaborators for you.
Definitely, I'll work for sure. I mean, interior designers, realtor, or get partners, because they recommend like what the best, and they know. I guess given my newer niche business, they might have been to different cycles of these blinds, and they know better for sure. Yeah, and you work with them.
Right. Let's jump over to Dennis. Morning, Dennis.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you, Nagendra. I got a quick question here. I live in Fairfax, and I'm thinking, why would I try to contact you versus just going over to Next Day Blinds? How would you differentiate yourself from a company like Next Day Blinds?
Next day blinds is the quality of the product, you should say, like to convert things. Next day or blinds.com or anything, all these products, we see the warranty or lifespan of the products, they last 3 to 5 years. What says the product which I'm giving is a bit pricier than them, for sure. And the quality we're giving lifetime warranties. Most of our products lifetime warranties.
Yeah.
And look and feel is way different than the products. I've been to Home Depot, Costco, pretty much there are certain brands, okay? Only Next Day blinds or even all these companies with the same company. Okay, lower blinds, okay? I know their quality, I know my quality. When I bring it to the client, for example, like recent clients, they want like basic metal honeycomb. So I went with a sampler, I ain't even sure like she asked what it is. When I show it, she want like specifically it's very expensive, but I want that. When I touch and feel, the difference will be there. What says, okay, you have like 30 by 70, okay, I have this fixed already. I'll just come and install or do it yourself.
Right, and I think that's what you got to get across in your marketing and on your website and whatever is make that distinction clear so that I and others would understand what the difference is, because you got to differentiate yourself from them because they've got the bigger budget for marketing.
Oh, yeah. It's a billion-dollar company, right? Like franchise model. As well, like every house is different, every person is different. And when you come home from outside work, you want to feel that vibe. If you're able to cater that vibe, that's my selling point.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Nagendra. All right, Scott.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Really appreciate it. I just want to piggyback on what Dennis was saying. I think that, and what many others have said, I think that if you have a product that is differentiated, if you have mechanisms to show people the difference, especially because I know there's a lot of people who have niche hobbies with different kinds of, so somebody who owns a lot of books or somebody who owns Lego sets, right? Which I don't think people realize sun damage for collectors of things like Legos, or that's exactly the kind of target audience that you probably want to talk to, right? So you want to show people like both on the blinds end, but also like maybe it's hey, here's what sun damage does to carpets. Here's what it does to book casings. Here's what it does to, and if you're just, this is a room that had the blinds that you get at a typical Home Depot or Amazon, or I don't know, wherever you would get them. But I think this is one of those cases where educating people is going to be really key, and showing people, not just telling them, is going to be your differentiator. Very much in line, I hope, with what Dennis was saying.
Consultation is more focus on educating than selling. My calculation in life, like you should never try to sell it. Educate the people. If they like it, definitely they'll refer more people. Thanks, Doc.
Excellent. Thank you, Scott. Let's go back to John Rutenberg.
Thank you, John. Couple of points on the benefits of using blinds. Sleep issues is another good thing to focus on, and blackout shades, you know it better than I. Second, to get your first 5 clients, I believe should come from a very narrow list of 100 people. You might know most of them already. And let's call it friends and family. And I'd like to the notion of pro bono was mentioned earlier, and I get that 100%, but it's some really good discount that maybe covers overhead or whatever, and direct costs. And that gets you your first group of evangelists. And if it's from your immediate community, of some people have need and they really haven't thought of it. But now the boss and Nagendra are approaching, right? And this is a direct, hey, I just want my friend to know I'm doing this as the way to kick off. By the way, overcoming objections and explaining, let's call it the Dennis Schaefer message for the moment of understanding in one piece of paper, the difference in quality between next day blinds, and you don't have to name next day blinds, but a commercial and you guys, hopefully in the same price point, because you have to be very careful and etc. But I believe your first 5 customers, you know them already. And you need to develop a program that, and it's probably your personalities and their needs that are going to make the sale from which you can build out. I'll stop there.
That's a nice point. We'll appreciate that. Yeah. We'll take a note of that. For sure.
It's all being videotaped and transcribed. So you'll get all of that. You'll get all the comments.
All right, let's jump over to Melinda.
Wanted to ask one question and then go on a little bit with my idea. Who are your partners right now? I mean, now that I'm understanding you're really the recommendations for the blinds, you're not putting the windows in, but you've got the energy efficient way to come up with the right types of blinds for a home that are a perfect fit. That's a really great niche because of all the issues like sleep and leaking windows. What I was thinking is a partner like a window installer, and other types of people. If you went on the road to, again, HOAs or real estate weekly meetings, they do sales meetings every week. There are a lot of different industries in your field that have weekly sales meetings, and they put things in front of all of their staff so that they can sell the complete package and that they can refer back and forth. And I'm almost thinking that you're building your own referral team the way a BNI works, where they'll say, okay, these are the people in the real estate area, and they will refer to each other. Build your own team that does that. Find the right BNI group. It's a perfect fit for you right now. It's a lot of work because you have to refer other people, but it's people that are on the same page you are. And get in front of as many groups and talk. And as Scott even said, start a blog and write it once a week. And it can be a case history of somebody that you've helped, or it can just be some, have you thought about these things? Are your windows leaking? Other types of stuff like that.
Sure. So we try to we're trying network into the estate people right now, but that's not enough. I need to be spend more time in the connections building because it's kind of long-term strategy, right? Like, it's not one day thing, it's a repetitive thing.
Find a networking group like BNI or BNI. BNI is probably the best at what they do. That will help you do that.
Sure.
Great. Thank you, Melinda. I just want to make one comment. I only make it because I don't want to disappoint anybody. I'm just curious from a LinkedIn perspective, if you're doing anything on LinkedIn, while it may not be the direct platform right now, it's still content you're creating can go there. And because you had mentioned, you know, B2B sales and potentially government sales, and that platform, you know, is huge. And I'm not saying maybe focus on it now, but I just was curious if you're doing anything with it at the moment.
Yeah, I created the LinkedIn profiles for the blinds, but I didn't just put anything yet. I need to.
Okay. The other thing, I did a quick search, and there is another elite blinds company out of California, and so you just may want to, again, from a search standpoint, be taking a look at that. And I'm going to bet Jen Dalton might have some insight into that. So, Jen, I'm going to turn it over to you.
I had looked into that also. There are lots of elite blinds, so I'm not actually worried from a trademark standpoint, but I do think
Right.
from a standout and
Yeah.
messaging marketing
Yep.
standpoint. One thing, Nagendra, I would be curious for both of you. What's the story you have behind why you started this? Because to go from IT to elite blinds is a pivot, but I think it could be an interesting one. That as I look at your website, people buy from people. And so if you are on your website more as you two and your story and why you started it, I think that could be really interesting and also a point of differentiation.
We have our own issues with the blinds.
Sorry, what was that, Nagendra? Can you speak up?
We had our own issue with our blinds. My dog, he eat it, place it, it's gonna break it all the time. I reach out to the big box, like the quality of service, I don't feel comfortable. And I went to friend's house. He spent $1.5 million, and he bought from directly from China. He claiming it's the greatest thing ever he did, and it's a very crappy product. When I touch it, he saved a lot of money doing it from China, but when I touch it, that's not what I would want to my house. So somewhere I kind of searching it, like why this kind of soap paint, why, what is in that? Then I thought, okay, this is somewhere people really, they're having some problem in terms of understanding from their perspective versus people trying to push their blinds to them.
So from your standpoint, you've noticed a lot of close friends having challenges, you yourself wanting to find the right thing. And so from that standpoint, you're solving a problem and started this. And so again, I just think pictures of you talking to clients, pictures of you or whoever the team is doing consultations, that also builds trust. Right now, your website, and I know is created, I think by AI, and actually it looks like a great website. There's just no people on it.
So we didn't plan
And
that.
so the more, to Danielle's point, the more you get videos and testimonials, the better. But to show both of you, because we like you two, right? You seem very lovely. We want you to succeed. And you seem trustworthy. So we want to see you on the site. We want to see you on the social media, hear from you, because your personal brand can help convert sales probably more than just the product itself by itself.
Definitely. I'll kind of add that to the website, with the client, just watch everything.
And I just have to give a shout out to Scott Alford. Scott, can you please share your idea for the podcast name, which I think should at least be a hashtag?
I said that you should name it throwing shade and use that as which is it's a common expression used by like Gen Z of like, hey, if I want to insult somebody, I'm throwing shade, right? But using that as a way to like, hey, here's how my product is better. I think it'd be fun.
That's a good name. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. All right. Let's jump over to Stephen again. Hey, Stephen.
I think you do have a trademark issue insofar as you're pursuing government or commercial, because a government facility or a commercial business might all of a sudden be located in that person's trade area. going to what Scott said, throwing shade might not be a bad idea. You do a good test search and a good common law trademark search on Google, and maybe throwing shade in the context of blinds might really be a winner. Obviously, from Scott's perspective and my perspective too.
So you mean like the company blinds LED is kind of already been taken by other people?
May well be taken by other people given the direction you're going in. Especially if you're going to have commercial or government clients, you might all of a sudden be in their trade area.
Oh yeah.
All right. Great. Thank you, Stephen. All right, John Rutenberg.
Thank you. Again, I'm the guy who said go narrow, and I loved where Jen was just heading. But in the midterm, like you're looking at where new homes are built, if you in your immediate community, which goes back to the personal side, within a mile or 2 miles of where you live, if you would research residential building permits and get the homeowner's name and address, and someone's pushing out or up or remodeling part of their house, and begin knocking on the doors, because in your business, that's the way it's done. And then in the longer term, as an option to a BNI, but along the same lines, the notion of creating your own trade alliance with 6 or 7 other trades that, like you, are selling into a residential community that, again, an hour in any direction is more homes than you can service, okay? But 2 miles from you in any direction is still probably 5,000 homes. Don't quote me, but maybe analyze that a little bit. My friend ChatGPT can probably answer that better than I can. But narrow your overall approach on the residential side. If that's, your first 3, shortest cycle is going to be those residential customers who have need and short timeline because they just moved in or they just renovated.
Yeah, that's my schedule right now, Saturday to Sunday, morning till evening. Cycle around the area, check the houses, window blinds, knock on the door, first check the no solicitation, solicitation, like any sign is there. If not, then knock their door, reach out. So I got some flyers, some people said like, I will give you a call so far. Yeah.
Good. Thank you,
I'm
John.
trying hard as much as I can to get the first set of clients.
All right, let's jump over to Dennis.
Yeah, just another quick thought to add to the mix here is look at first if there's any condos in your area. I don't know how many condos there are in Haymarket, but certainly in Fairfax there's a pile of them. And again, a condominium manager of the building, maybe you can find out, get a contact so you can be alerted when someone is moving in. And maybe offer a special deal for all the people who live in this condo, get 10% off or whatever. So just think of condos as well as the townhouse communities or the HOAs.
You mean the new ones, Dennis, or
Well, an existing condo, because condos turn over within the building all the time anyway. So, and even the people that have been there for a while, they've been there 10 years, maybe they need some new window coverings anyway. So it's just, if you can make a contact with the people that manage the condominium, maybe they can, they can help you reach the people in the building who might be looking for window coverings.
property managers, you mean, right?
Yeah. Hey, you could do the same with apartment buildings, but sometimes apartment buildings, it depends on the apartment building, whether people bring in their own window coverings or not. But yeah, just a thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's the problem here is like, when I reach out to the real estate people, for example, model homes, the sales representative, legally, they're not supposed to tell me when the client gonna move in. So there's a
Okay, but
lot.
yeah, you could try if they have a lobby that they'll let you put a little sign in or whatever, or if they have a monthly newsletter goes out to the
Yeah,
members.
yeah, I can try. But the
Yeah.
claim is that they cannot recommend any particular company. But I give the flyers to them. So it's like if somebody asks them, they can share.
Right.
Yeah. So I kind of roamed around last 2 weekends, kind of shared the flyers. Like,
Right.
so it is a positive response is there. Like 60-70% said they said less.
Right. One other comment I'll jump in real quick with regards to that kind of the condo. I think for what you're doing, you'd want to look at the high-end condos. I'm thinking like the 55 and over condos where people are buying in, for, $500,000, and then, they want to, they want their living space to be different. And so I think that's where you're looking at, you're looking for a certain type of individual that's looking to make a difference in their living space. So just a thought. With that, I want to jump to Jen.
Thanks, John. One other segment as you're thinking about the commercial space, I would think about commercial realtors who are tenant focused. So they will negotiate when they're helping a tenant purchase or rent a space, they will negotiate in for the owner of the building to throw in all kinds of stuff. And one of those could be, hey, I want you to throw in adding blinds, et cetera, et cetera. And so I have an interior designer I'd like to introduce you to. I have a commercial tenant facing realtor I'd like to introduce you to, or a rep, because I think those relationships would be great for you. Because again, they can sort of bundle in that
Yeah.
sale. What I would say, and I know Foster brought up LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn can be a great way if you're very specific in searching for someone who is in a certain role in a certain industry. And I would reach out and just say, hey, do you have 10 minutes to talk about who you work with, for blinds right now? I'm new, I've just launched a business, I'm just learning, right? People are happy to help, and it could turn into a relationship as well. I think the same thing if you go out and you're networking. But right now it seems like you need some more, I don't want to say focus groups, but a little bit of market research to understand who are the right people. And so I think reaching out to some of these folks we've talked about, whether it's HOAs, if you go in to listen and learn versus going in to sell, that can often lead to a sale, right? It's all about helping people feel like they're helping you. And then if they like you, that may turn into them making an offer for you to do something. But I might start finding like 5 people a week in these different spaces and just do some cold outreach, pick up the phone and call. Just a thought.
No, definitely, man. I'm gonna do that.
And I put my contact info in chat because there are a couple of people I'd like to introduce you to so you can do some more market research. And if it turns into something, it turns into something.
Great. Thank you, Jen. All right, Melinda, I'm going to have you be the final person here, and then we'll start to wrap up. Go ahead, Melinda.
Right. I put a couple comments on top of comments in here because a lot of the comments were really good. I added apartment buildings because when somebody's moving into an apartment, you're not going to sell the energy benefits. They won't like you to do that. But I can think of many apartments that I lived in my earlier life that the morning sun just would wake me up all the time or whatever it might be, that you could help them come up with benefits to sleep better or benefits for their plants to do better or whatever it might be. Um, and there are lots more than I've seen in probably 20, 30 years of apartments going up because they're coming up with all these multi-use buildings. So there's apartments, there are retail downstairs, there's a restaurant in the building, and they're not selling them as condos, they're renting them right now. So that might be another really big market to go after.
Right. Thank you, Melinda. All right, I do want to jump to Nicole for the last person. Go ahead, Nicole.
Hey, thank you. I'm not on camera today, but I just wanted to quickly say, consider commercial real estate plazas and being able to be the window dressing of choice or the window dresser of choice for those commercial real estate plazas. And I also was going to say apartments, but Jen got that. So that would be kind of my contribution to this. This is outside of my realm of genius, but I like what you're doing and keep it up.
Great. Well, thank you, Nicole, and thank you, everybody, for the questions, comments, and as you know, Nagendra, you're going to get copies of all this, the chat, the video, so you'll have the opportunity to go back and listen again. I do have one final question for you, question we always ask at the end, and that is what's on your screen is what can our 1 Million Cups community help you with today? What else can we help you with?
I got a genuine feedback from you guys. I really appreciate that. I keep networking with you. I want to learn from you. I don't ask clients from you, but I'll be working along with you to kind
Excellent.
of course correction and guide me where and correct me where I'm wrong.
Awesome. Well, we were thrilled that you were here and presented and look forward to having you back. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Jen. And Jen, we are ready to. Sorry about that.
Hey,
There we go.
Christine.
Yeah, I can't skip her.
Is
No.
presenting next week. She is here in the room and has been an awesome supporter of 1 Million Cups. She is going to be bringing her business and presenting to us. So please show up online, show up in person, but let's support Christine. I mean, literally her last name is Grow. I mean, come on, we got to do this for her people. If you are interested in presenting for a lot of our new folks, it's low stress. We assign you an organizer, one of us friendly people. We walk you through the process. You fill out a form, we make your slides magically. So we really do try to make it easy. It is low stress. So if you're interested, let us know. On the next slide, you'll see our upcoming events. I'm going to put these in chat. If you're trying to grow your visibility, consider some of these. If you need help with attending some of these or you want a wing person, maybe we can help you with that too. We do have a opening starting in September. So we are booked for the whole next month. So if you're new and you were like, I don't want to present, you have a whole month to get ready.
Yeah.
We're good. We can support you. For our current business owners in the room, if you have somebody that you think would be a good fit, please let them know about us. We would love to help them as well. Again, we're booked through August, but if you're looking at September, October, maybe you want to launch something new in the new year and you have some questions about it, bring it to us. We're happy to help. So you can scan the QR code. There's a whole lot of stuff there, how to join our meeting, how to apply, and all of our social links. If you want to watch past presenters, we have all of them for the last 7 years up on YouTube. So you can go search by a topic, find a video, and see what it's like. But do share our videos afterwards on Facebook. That just gets us a bit more visibility as well. Last chance to scan and check in if you had not had a chance to do so. Again, you do get to earn swag, but stick around. We're going to stop recording in just a minute. Thank you, Nagendra. We're so glad you presented today. We really enjoyed the conversation. Congratulations on starting a new business. Welcome to all of our new folks. Ted, great to see you. Danielle, good to have you back. And of course, our familiar faces that we see every week, Marvelous, Tom, Scott, Michael, Steven, everybody, Nicole, thank you for being here. We look forward to seeing you online or in person next week. And with that, I'm going to stop recording, but thank you again, and we'll see you next